Hello, everyone. I don't have any people in here yet, but as you can see, I am having some R&R time. Okay, look at that. Look at the boats racing over there. Hello, how are you? Hey, Shay, my sis. Yeah, so I'm having some R&R time here. I should have been napping for my next endeavor. However, I said let me do a live because I was asked a question about a week ago after my interview with Go Back Black to Africa. And what I'm going to do is to address those questions. Thank you, Shay. Hello, Charlotte from ATL. They wanted to know how it is in terms of religion being in the middle of what we call the earth, this particular region, versus Christianity in Ghana, etc. And so we're going to address that. I'm going to sit down and turn my camera around. Hey people, how y'all doing this? How y'all be? Hey. Hope that you can see me. I'm sitting out here on the balcony. And so, yeah. Hello, Frank. Yes, it is. I'm in Abu Dhabi. So, let's get into the conversation. I am a person, I've mentioned this before, I also have a video on my channel about the principles of Maya. I am not going to go into all of the principles of Maya because as I've said to you before, Google is your friend. You all have to be readers and seek knowledge for yourself. That is your responsibility as a human on earth. That is your responsibility, as Dr. Anthony Browder said on the episode I aired yesterday. That is your responsibility. It is your responsibility to get the knowledge that you need for yourself as well as for our children. That's your responsibility as an adult. So when it comes to living in this particular region, I have no issues with people who are practicing Islam. I have a good friend of mine who practices Islam and she lives here. And she and I, we socialize, we do lots of events and things together. And yes, there is a fine line between what I do with her versus what I do with others who are non-Muslims. So I don't know, I'm not conflicted with what they do. Sure, there are tenets of all organized religions that Lizzabitty just does not agree with at all. I'm never going to agree with them, ever. Does that preclude me from having a unique / great life here? It doesn't. It doesn't. I continue to live and breathe. Whatever religion you choose, that is not going to stop the flow of oxygen or blood flow in Lizzabitty's body. It's not. Religion is a personal choice, but we as people of descendants of the first people on planet Earth should also have our pineal gland open, meaning your third eye, to know that a lot of the constructs of these organized religions that you practice was stolen out of ancient Kemet. I don't know what it is about you all that refuse to believe that a lot of the practices that you all use come out of ancient Kemet, stolen and used to control you. If I wouldn't allow a job to control me, let me tell you something. I surely would not allow someone's way of doing religion control me. You all have to think about that. You know what has always baffled me? With people in general, and I've shared this conversation with numerous friends of mine. What baffles me with people is this. I have some friends who are what you would call geniuses based on Mensa examinations, okay? Taking a Mensa test, etc., etc. And a lot of them have answers for everything else, except when it comes to religion. They seem to lose a cloud of the smartness that they have in terms of quantum equations and physics and all of this, these infinite particles on how to build complex machinery. But when it comes to religion, they seem to have some issues about truth. I find that to be very strange. How can you have all of this knowledge elsewhere, but when it comes to that, you're so conflicted? How is it that we can ask questions about everything known to mankind, but when it comes to religion, you can't ask questions? That alone should tell you all you need to know. Now, the other part of that question that was posed was about Christianity in Ghana. I'm not practicing any organized religion. I don't know what it is that you all do not get that. I don't care where I am. I don't care where I am. That's not my testimony. Nope, I don't live like that. And so I may get people who leave my channel for saying that. I really don't care. I'm not looking into a parameter of anything for people to control me in any facet of my mind. So I can be a free thinker here, but I can't be a free thinker there. No, I don't live that way. I don't. And so keep in mind as well, I am no one's parent. But I hold parents to a higher regard because you all are supposed to be molded minds of our future. And there are a lot of parents who mold the minds of futures with rhetoric that is unhealthy and to the detriment of their own. But you're somebody's parent. So I find you to be a Cancer. Oh, yes, I do. Because a lot of times you all know better, but you won't do better. You all know better, but you won't do better. And yet you want to guard others' lives because they don't believe what you believe as something wrong. I'm not falling for the Kool-Aid. See, a lot of you all would be followers of Jim Jones. Jim Jones could have never gotten me. I'm never with the status quo, ever. So I say this to say to you all who are out there and those who will catch the replay. As I said on Go Black's channel, live life on your own terms. On your own terms. And if you do that, you will never have regrets, ever. Because you can always look back and say, hey, well, that's what I wanted to do. I can't fault anyone but myself for that. So what I relish in, is the fact that I am unique in my own way. And being unique in my own way has allowed people to call me a pariah because I don't think like them. Well, if I am a pariah because I don't practice Christianity, then guess what? That's just what I am. You can pick whatever label you need to call me, and I really don't care because the flow of blood and oxygen will continue to permeate through the vessels of my body. See how that works? Understand that. And I have been very sick at times, and I have never just looked at, okay, I want all these people to just use these tactics to get me out of situations. I am a believer of a supreme being, but not the way that you all practice it. And you all consider yourselves to be so conscious, but you don't even know who Dr. Amos Wilson is. Some of you folks say you all are so conscious, you don't even own the man books. Some of you all say you are so conscious, but I could say certain things about ancient Kemet, and then I'm not even a historian. And you all, especially on that interview with him, some of the comments, it saddens me that at some of the ages that a lot of my viewers are, you all are not seeking the knowledge that you need to get you to where you want to be. But yet, you are requesting the children that you have created to do the same. Now, what kind of hypocrisy is that? What kind of hypocrisy is that? Okay? Well, being that, I don't care what they call me. Truly, I don't. Because as I just said, the blood flow and oxygen will continue to permeate through the veins of my body. So they can call me all kind of didactic names. I got some names I can call folks too. And you all know I got a filthy mouth. I also have a nice, eloquent mouth where I can use some very high, what we call low frequency vocabulary to make you go get a dictionary. So no, I don't care what people call me per se. I don't. My point is that living in different regions where people do not feel the way I feel about spirituality and religion, that has never precluded me from doing anything I've ever wanted to do. See, it'll stop some of you all. It will. Because you have not broadened yourself and your pineal gland is not open. I hate to say that, but it's the truth. So my charge to you today is to think different, be different. Stop following the propaganda that is out there that you know is to the detriment of your own people, whether they're in the diaspora or on the continent of Africa. Stop. Stop. Be better. Do better. The solutions are within you if you stop being lazy. Read. Read. You know, I believe it was Malcolm that said, and maybe it wasn't Malcolm, the greatest stories and secrets ever told have been placed in books, but yet we as black people don't read. We don't. Why do you think ancient Kemet's libraries and the University of Timbuktu were pilferaged? Because all of the knowledge was there. All of the knowledge was there. There's a reason for that. But I expect more from people who are over 30. I just do. And if you are someone's parent, listen. If you are someone's parent, I expect way more from you. Because you are in charge of minds. And you are doing minds a disservice at times with some of the parenting that you do. It saddens me, and as I told you, I'm a former school teacher. I saw all kind of stuff that parents do to kids. All kinds of stuff. A parent has the power to destroy a child. A parent has the power to uplift a child where a child could seek things and be things that they never imagined. You see how two-sided that is? You see how two-sided that is? So, you know, I charge you to live life with no regrets. I charge you to become more of a reader. Cancel all these cable and Netflix. I don't even watch television. Cancel that stuff. Get your kids out of that. Have reading time. Have them come back to you to foster and have a discussion about what they've read, what you've read. See if you all think alike. Dialogue. You know, I met with a lady today. She's Senegalese. I'm going to have her on the podcast. And she was telling me how since the age of 8, her daughter has been, she's never had to go to her daughter's report card. Her daughter brings her report card to say, let's go over it together. Together. And I said to her, your daughter could not have gotten there without you. There's something you did that fostered that in her to make her be that way. It didn't happen overnight. It didn't. It didn't. Okay, so multifaceted Shay says, where do you believe the lack of reading stemmed from in the black communities? Propaganda and media. Propaganda and media. Let me explain something to you. I know people who come from, who are elders, and they come from parents who were not literate. But those parents made them become literate, meaning you better get your behind in there and read. Come back and tell me the stories. You'll find that in a lot of families in Mississippi. I'm telling you, facts. Shut these TVs off. Trust me, I want to watch some of the stuff that comes on, but there's a lot of propaganda that's going on against the black man, and I am not with anything that is against the black man. That's who I am. So no, I am not with it. Some of you all's cable bills, $300-400. Do you know how much money you could be saving? What kind of trips you could be taking? Remember, Go Black is always talking about how people budgeting and saving your money. You know what kind of vacations or what things you could be doing in your personal life as well as private business that you could be doing if you cut out some of these cable bills. Desensitize yourself from a lot of stuff. No one ever said it was easy. I've never told you that. I'm not a person that comes over here and tells you things are easy. But what I do recognize is that there's certain things that is not for public consumption. Now, if we're in private having a conversation, I'll talk to you about a lot of things. But I'm not putting out propaganda to destroy people that look like me for mere pittance. No, that's not my judge. That is not my judge. So I just wanted to come on here and clarify that. My position on the different religions of the regions that I have lived in, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me at all. It never has, because I've never been a person that does religion. That is a way to control people. And if you would read about from whence you cometh, you would know that. I'm not going to these churches. I'm not giving these people my money. Nope. I'm not doing it. Hello, Chico. Hey, Existing Nation. That's my sister there. So no, I'm not doing all of that. I'm not doing it. Nope. But that's me. That's for my life. You need to figure out what works for you. I'm telling you what I'm not doing. You know why? Because that third eye stays open. I know what's going on. And it's not right. And I am not for anything that is against the black man. I don't care what it is. If you're against the black man, you're basically against me. It is what it is. It is what it is. If you're against the black man, you're against me. I don't care who you are and how much money you got. I just don't care. I just don't care. And people find that at times to be offensive from me. I mean, I don't know how that is offensive. Why would I be against somebody that looks like me? My dad is black. Like, some of you folk, I'm just like, whoa, the self-hate is real. It's real. I want you to do better. I charge you to do better. Be better. You know, my life has not been without hiccups. As they say, my life has been no crystal stair. I have my own stories, my own testimonies. One day I may write books, because I got all my stuff journaled. And one day I may not. Some things are not made for public consumption. You have to think about what goes on in the media. At the same time, I recognize that things that I've gone through in my personal life could actually help someone. But it also could be a detriment to that person because they don't have the same personality as me. So you have to be mindful of all of that, of all of it. You know, so I just wanted to come on and drop just a few gems for you. Excuse me. I'm out here in Abu Dhabi, and I'm getting ready to turn up, as you all say. Now, y'all know I like to party. I'm getting ready to get it in. I'm getting ready to get it in with some folks who are very unique in their own crafts. And when the next podcast hit, you all, your mouth is going to be jaw dropped. Okay? Yes. So, you know, I'm just, let's see, Shay says here. Yeah, it needs to be, exactly, exists in nature. Exactly. No, you're never too old to change. And the problem is that most of us don't want to change. See, it is easier for you to stay in a condition that you know versus one that you know is right. Think about that. You know something is wrong, but you've been conditioned for so long because you're in it, you'll stay in it. Even though that you know the truth over here. Well, I'll stay stagnant because it's easier for me. It's easier. All of the divisiveness, want to talk bad about these continental Africans, y'all go do that elsewhere. Because when you bring it over here in my comments, I'm going to give you that work. Now, when I cuss your behind out, don't get mad. Don't come over here with that. Just like, I'm putting up situation with the DR and Haiti, and folks want to go back and forth with me about what. I know all about the history of what's going on over there. Those Haitians, they look like me. I'm for the people. Are you for the people? Or are you for the cheap tourism? See, you all gonna have to pick which side of the street you're gonna be on. And some of you all don't want to do that. See, some of you all don't want to do that. See, that's going to make things a little bit more difficult for you if you have to do such things, darling. Oh, me, hey. I'm not about to run up y'all's time. I need to lay down for about 15 minutes before I get ready to get this party started because I don't know how long I am going to be out tonight, okay? It does be that. The truth does hurt. The truth hurts. But, again, do you want to continue to live in a lie? Or do you want to find yourself more elevated in a higher place? Getting the things that you need internally. And for those of you who have children, for your children. Not allowing media to foster the growth of your child. Because you too lazy to go and cut off freaking cable. Oh, well, I love sports so much. I don't care nothing about no sports. Okay? And then a lot of you, oh, well, these countries, their leaders, they're this. But are you talking about the leaders in America? See, I'm getting ready to give you some game and then I'm getting ready to cut it off. Especially for you folks who call yourself Democrats and Republicans. You all voted Democrat because you hated Donald Trump. That's the first thing. Donald Trump wanted to put a wall up to get these illegals coming from the south of the country up out from entering. And one of the first things Joe Biden does when he signs these articles, he don't give people that look like you and me nothing. But Donald Trump did fund HBCUs, which I am a product of. Okay? And now this man is in office, and you see Democrats helping these people come across these rivers and borders. You voted for a man against your own interests. And you somebody's parent. That says a lot about you. That says a lot about you as a human being. And people like you, I don't even want to be bothered with you. I don't. Who does that? And then this other propaganda with these Decepticons and Cybertrons. All of this new usherance in of legislation. But what is he giving you? Nothing. He's looking at you as if you are human waste. But everybody else, unlike you, get the keys to the palace while you get nothing. But yet, you hated Donald Trump so much. See how they work? See how they work? That's because your pineal gland stay closed. You didn't see the real game that was going on. And now you folk want to have fake outrage because what they're getting ready to do is give all these illegals a real ID, which is going to allow them to vote. And they're going to vote against you. But y'all love to play that game. Oh, I'm a Democrat. I'm a Republican. Let me tell you something. Whether they regret it or not, it doesn't matter. You voted against yourself. So regret has nothing to do with this. That's called self-hate. That's called I voted against my own self because I couldn't stand the other white guy. So you basically said you're nothing and someone else is something. Ha! How you like them apples? Live from Abu Dhabi, baby. Okay. Yes, I am. Now I'll give you the nighttime scene before I let's see. Let's turn it around. So how you can see it is from the balcony before I sign off. But you are real special. You are real special. You want to call yourself Democrats and Republicans. People don't care nothing about you. You're part of the greatest race known to mankind. The greatest race of people known to mankind. And everybody's copying your stilo. And yet you want to be worried about a Democrat and a Republican. Okay. Wide open. Lizzabitty is out. You all have a good one.